welcome back. It's EK in the building, coming from Dead End Studios, back with another video. Today's tutorial, we're going to show you how to set up a vocal chain of processing that'll give your vocals everything you need to take it to the next level. For the sake of time, I already chose all my plugins, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you what I put on each plugin and why I did it, why I use each plugin, and some of the settings that I use. You guys can try this at home and definitely get your vocals on the next level. So let's get into it. I have a vocal, I'm gonna play it and let you hear it.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No, I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh, see, I cherished you for everything you are. And I'd care for you each day like it's the start. See, I've been watching from a distance for a minute. I don't think it's fair how he didn't even care when I do.
Okay, so now the first thing I want to do is I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna put my LA 2A on here. I leveled out the vocals. You see I got it working around 40 peak reduction. Got the output, the gain going to about 30. And I'm going to engage that and let you hear.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No, I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh, see, I cherished you for everything you are. Oh, and I'd care for you each day like it's the start. See, I've been watching from a distance for a minute. I don't think it's fair how he didn't even care when I do.
Okay, so you see how that is adding a little control to the vocal, letting it sit in the pocket a little more, controlling some of the dynamics to it. Next, I want to go up and I'm going to put on the Manley Vox Box. I like to use this as a preamp. When you use this, if you're using it on vocals, make sure you put the source on mic. All right, and then you could go ahead and adjust the input and the gain. It comes factory with 3-to-1 compression. I use medium most of the time as my attack and release. The DS I put on around 6K, and then I dip out some low mids around 300. I peak up around 16K, and the low peak I don't really do anything to it. So let's hear it. Before, keep in mind that I'm going to leave on the leveler, right? So as I go down the line, I'm going to leave on everything that I explained to you so you could just see how it goes. Everything just builds upon each other. All right, so this is just with the leveler, and then I'm going to kick in the Manley.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No, yeah.
Engage.
I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh, see, I cherished you for everything and I'd care for you each day like it's the start.
Okay, so as you see, that brought it out even more. All right, now I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna put on my channel strip. So I'm gonna use the Neve because I like how the Neve sounds on his particular vocal. Right here, I might use the SSL channel. I might use the Shep's Omni channel. It's different ones, but for this particular song and his particular vocal, I went and used the Neve 88 RS, and I went in, I gated it, I boosted a little bit of the input, I did a low cut on it, I put the gate in and the compressor, and then my EQ section, I EQ'd it. So this is before.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No, yeah. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh,
After.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No, yeah. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh,
So as you see, just some compression and gate, some corrective EQing, took it to that level. All right, now after I did that, I went in and I want to put a de-esser on there to get rid of some of the sibilants. So let's hear it with the de-esser.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No, yeah. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh, see, I cherished you for everything you are. Oh, and I'd care for you each day like it's the start. See, I've been watching from a distance for a minute, and I don't think it's fair. He didn't even care when I do.
Okay, so as you see, the de-esser is going to eliminate some of that sibilance, the S's. Once we get rid of that, that's even going to make the vocal sound more clearer. And this is what it's all about. When you're making your vocal chain, you want your vocals to sound as clean as possible. So you have less to worry about when you bring in all the music and everything is sitting in there the right way. The vocal's going to be able to fit perfect without doing too much of extra things. All right, so after I do that, I like to bring in my EQ. Now, there's a lot of different EQs out there. This is the EQ that I happen to like on my vocal chain. It has nice coloration to it. This is the Pultec EQ. This is by Nomad Factory, actually. But there are a lot of different versions of this out here. So as you see, I did a boost and a cut at 100, and I did a boost and a cut at 16. The cut is this attenuation button. And then I also dipped around 1.5. I didn't do anything up on the top mid, and then I boosted at 1,000. So let's hear it before.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No, yeah. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh,
okay, after.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No, yeah. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh, see. See, I cherished you for everything you are. Oh, and I'd care for you each day like it's the start.
Okay, so now we got the EQ in there. Now we're going to bring in the compressor. And this is what helps sit the vocal right in a nice spot. So I'm using the Arturia, the Comp VCA 65, but you can do this with any compressor. I just like this one on this particular setup. Everything that I'm showing you is just my take on it. So you pretty much have to do what you feel comfortable with and what works for you. But for this project, this song, this artist singing, this is what's working for me. All right, so as you see, I did like -20 to get it working. The compression's like 3.5 to 1. I did a medium attack, also a medium release. And then I compensated with the output gain. So let's hear it before.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh, see, I cherished you for everything you are. Oh, and I'd care for you each day like it's the start.
After.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh, see, I cherished you for everything you are. Oh, and I'd care for you each day like it's the start. See, I've been watching from a distance for a minute, and I don't think it's fair. He didn't even care. When I do, I do.
Okay, so you see how that chain just took my vocal to a next level, has it sitting in there right. The vocal's a little loud just because of the demonstration, so you can hear actually what I'm doing. Now, once I get that set up like that, then that's when I go ahead and I use the sends, okay? I use the sends to apply further vocal processing. So I'll put a plate, let's just show you. I'll put a plate on there, a reverb plate. I'll put the Eventide delay on there. I'll put a chorus on there. And then I'll put a spring reverb on there. All right. So I have these on the buses. So let's bring these in just so you can hear them. So let's bring in the delay first. Let's mute it. Let's bring in the delay first.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh.
So you see how I have it on a send, so I can control the overall volume of it and dial it in exactly how much I want to hear. All right. So next we're going to go to the bus 3, which is the chorus. And the chorus is going to help you smooth out the vocals, take the rough edge off the vocals. So I'm going to play it. I'm going to put it on a lot, and then I'm going to dial it in.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh, see, I cherished you forever.
Okay? And after I put that chorus on, I want to put a plate on there, which is like a reverb, right? So once again, I'm going to dial it in. I'm going to put it on loud so you can hear it, and then I'll dial it back in.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No, yeah. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh, see, I cherished you for everything you are. Oh, and I'd care for you each day like it's the start. See, I've been watching from.
Okay, so after that, I'm going to use my room reverb, and I'm only going to use a very little of the room reverb, and this is how I put it in the same room as with all the instruments. So let's see what the room reverb sounds like. I'm going to put it on a lot, and then I'm going to dial it back in.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No, yeah. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh, see, I cherished you for everything you are. Oh, and I'd care for you each day like it's the start.
All right, so let's hear with the music.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No, yeah. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh, see, I cherished you for everything you are. Oh, and I'd care for you each day like it's the start. See, I've been watching from a distance for a minute. I don't think it's fair how he didn't even care when I do.
Okay, so there you have it. That's how I achieve my vocal chain. So let's bypass everything. Now this is before. Let's mute out the music. This is before.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No, yeah. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh, see, I cherished you for everything you are. Oh, and I'd care for you each day like it's the start.
Okay, let's bring everything back in.
I couldn't do that to you, babe. No, yeah. And I couldn't treat you in that way. Oh, see, I cherished you for everything you are. Oh, and I'd care for you each day like it's the start. See, I've been watching from a distance for a minute. I don't think it's fair how he didn't even care when I do. I'll always be there for you. For you. be comfy at all, cause he makes you feel so out of control. So why don't you fight?
Okay, I'd like for you guys to go out there and try to use this vocal chain. Will definitely take your vocals to the next level. Yeah, I appreciate you tuning in. If you like this video, hit the like button. I appreciate if you subscribe to my channel too. Leave a comment and let me know what plugins you like to use on your vocal chain. This is EK, I'm out.
He don't even care, and I don't think it's fair, cause I do. I'll always be there for